Hello, everyone. This is Mr. Bryce. I'm with Susquehanna Valley High School here in Concord, New York, and my email addresses are bryce@svsabers.org. If you have any questions, make sure you drop me a line or ask me in class. And I want everyone to remember that every day is a new day. So don't start off your day with the broken pieces of yesterday. Every morning we wake up is the first day of the rest of our life. So good morning, everyone. Don't stumble over the mistakes that we made yesterday. Just learn from them and press on. We're on page 187 in our book, variation within a data set, Common Core Algebra 1. Variation means a variety or a change, okay, how things change. So, measures a central tendency, that means mean, median, and mode, give us numbers that describe a typical data value in a given set. But they don't let us know how much variation there is in the data set. Like I said in class today, if we have numbers like 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, the mean is 5, the median is 5. But there's huge differences in that. At the same time, we can have the numbers 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. The mean is still 5, the median is still 5, but everyone is exactly the same. So the mean and the median don't tell us about the variety in the data. Exercise 1. The two data sets below have equal means but differ in variation within the data set. Use your calculator to determine the interquartile range of each data set. The interquartile range is defined as the difference between the third quarter and the first quarter value. So it says use our calculator. We bring up our calculator. The steps are, and they'll be written down in just a second, you hit the stat key. See it? I'm trying to move the smiley face over onto where the stat key is, but it's in red. It's below delete. It's just to the left of the up and down, left and right arrows. Okay, so we hit stat. We pick choice 1 for edit. See, choice 1 turned red. And I entered the numbers already. You enter in one number at a time, hit enter, 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 enter. Okay, put in all the numbers. Now, what I want to bring to your attention is that when you're at the bottom of the list, it says that there are actually 17 numbers entered. I'm in the empty spot, go up to the one on top of it, says I entered 17 numbers. So I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Good. At least I have as many numbers in the data in the calculator. Okay. Next step. You hit stat again. You go right arrow to calculate. We put in one variable, one line, so we're going to use one variable stats. Hit a 1. Most calculators have the same thing here, so we hit enter 3 times to calculate, and it gives us some of the things. The first thing, X bar, that means what's the average? What do they all add up to? 119. Skip a line. Sample deviation, that's just if we took some of the people, is 2, and then all of them, that's 2.65. How many numbers did we enter? 17. Now here, the minimum is 3, the first quarter is 4.5, the median is 7, the third quarter is 9.5, and the max is 11. That's what we use, and there it is. Shows us the box and whisker plot. What is the interquartile range? The interquartile range, the IQR, is Q3 minus Q1, Q3 minus Q1, which is 9.5 minus 4.5, which is 5. So we have an interquartile range of 5 right there. Here are the directions. You hit the stat key, edit, enter the data. We have to hit the stat key again. Then you hit calc, choice 1, one variable stats, hit enter, 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 then scroll down for the 5 things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I did it for the second set of data, and here it is in green. It's 2. The interquartile range is 2 versus the first set of data, the interquartile range is 5. What does that tell us? It tells us the interquartile range gives us a good measure of how spread out the data is. In the first set, it's more diverse. In the second set, it's tighter. But the best measure of variation within the data is the standard deviation. The actual calculation standard deviation is complex, takes about 5 pages to do. We're not going to tell you. We're going to use our calculators for that. So, again, for standard deviation, there are 2 types. Use the one with this little symbol here for everyone. Use the other symbol. Okay, this is going to be everyone. The other symbol is going to be, sorry, not that. It's going to be S with an X. S with an X is just the sample. So we take the 2 standard deviations. I read them off the calculator. Standard deviation for the first set of data is right there, 2.65, because we used everyone. That's just the sample if we didn't use everyone. Read them off the calculator. The bigger the number is, the more diverse the population is. Standard deviation definition of data tells us the average, on average, how far a data point is away from the mean of the data set. The larger the standard deviation, the greater the variation is. Okay, so here we go. Example number 3. A farmer studying the weight of baby chickens. I highly doubt that there were only 20 chickens on the farm. The weights are shown below. Calculate the interquartile range standard deviation for this data. Round a non-integer value to the nearest tenth. Okay, so if you want to clear your calculator, clearing the calculator, you do second, then the addition sign, 7, 1, 2. That clears the data out of the previous one. Go ahead, hit pause, and try to do this. You can refer to your notes for the steps you have to do. When I entered everything into the calculator, I had the minimum as 1, Q1 is 2.5, Q2, which is also known as the median, is 3.5, Q3 is 5, and the max was 8. As you can see, we can draw a box and whisker plot from there, but the interquartile range is 5 minus 2.5, which is 2.5. Now, it says calculate the interquartile range and the standard deviation for this data set. So make sure that you write down before you do the question IQR equals and standard deviation equals, so that we know that we are answering 2 questions before going on. I used S of X because it's a sample. 20 chickens does not make a farmer. Standard deviation is 1.8. What does that mean? That means my interpretation is that since 1.8, I'm comparing 1 ounce, and I'm going to throw away the 8 ounces, 1 ounce to 6 ounces. A lot of these are 5, 6, 4, 5, 3s, 2s. Okay, so what do we have here? We have from 1 to 6, and the standard deviation is 1.8. That means that comparing 1 and 6, 1 minus 6, or 6 minus 1, sorry, is 5. Standard deviation 1.8. That's pretty good. Comparing 1.8 and 5, that means that there are chicks all over the place as far as their weight goes. Diverse population. And that is as far as we went for first period. Okay, I know this is a lot faster because you're supposed to hit pause and do the work when I'm doing the work, just like I'm letting the class go. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you have any questions again, contact me with email or ask me in class. This is Mr. Bryce saying, let the past be in the past, learn from it, and work towards the future. See you later.